Here's an example of a problem from a student in Algebra I.
I'm having trouble with percentages. Like 8 is what percent of 12.5?
8 is what percent of 12.5? Well, in this chapter you've been studying proportions, and so we're going to make a proportion out of this. But first of all, let's figure out how to set up the proportion, because once that's done, it's just a question of arithmetic from there on. When you think about the word cent, C-E-N-T, the number that comes to mind in a word like century, how many years in a century?
100.
Cent, how many cents in a dollar?
100.
Okay, so when we're talking about something like a rate with miles per hour, we can write it either that way as an abbreviation, or we can write it in this way, miles per hour. This fraction bar is read as the word per. So when we're talking about percent, you told me that the century, or the penny, was represented 100. So this is percent. We're looking for, we don't know what is the percent, but we know it's X per cent. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare that to the numbers that we were given. We said 8 is what percent of 12.5? Well, 12.5 is the whole, 8 is the part. X is the part, 100 is the whole, and we're talking about percent. So the 8 would go with the part, the 12.5 would go with the whole. Now, as we did earlier in the chapter, this is just arithmetic, and we're going to take our cross products and set them equal. First cross product is 12.5x. Our second cross product is 800. In order to solve for x, we're going to divide both sides by 12.5. And you can either do long division or on your calculator, and you'll find that x is equal to 64. So now you could say that 8 is 64% of 12.5.